ओम शांति अव्यक्ति परिवार में आपका स्वागत
Om
है।
Shanti, everyone is welcome to the Avyakti Parivar. Day 20, become a carefree emperor of the land without sorrow by being full with all attainments. Today's topic is the power of kingdom, power to rule. You have the knowledge of sorrow and without sorrow at this time. While having this knowledge, you always stay in that stage, and this is why you are called emperors of the land without sorrow. You may be beggars, but while being beggars, you are emperors of the land without sorrow. Emperors or kings automatically have the power of ruling a kingdom. However, if that automatic power is not used in the right way, if they become trapped in wrong activities, they lose the power to rule and also their royal status. We will listen to Didi Mohini.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. In the children of God, the sanskar is very natural of ruling a kingdom. The kingdom, the nature of a king and the personality of a king. To rule a kingdom means ruling power. Parantu to rule doesn't mean that it is in a force or by wrong method. But such an example should be there. The way the talk and the action should be naturally others, all others, naturally, automatically accepted. The acceptance of that, they should not be forcefully. Many come like that, they just come forcefully, they want to come and rule. So, and in many there is natural. So the one that you respect, the one that you respect and you accept with respect, yourself, you give the status. In the kings also, the way they have a sanskar of they have a merciful, they have a power to do justice and to make sure that everything is running on full rules and regulations. And Baba says the power to rule, the power to control, we can call it.
तो पहले तो जो स्वराज अधिकारी होते हैं,
First, the ones who are self-sovereign, how their sanskaras are going to be. There is no desire in them. They never ask. They always remain full and they have a lot of feeling of benefit, data. So, therefore, many virtues that we should churn on, that is the power to rule. If you called a ruling personality or a kingly personality, therefore, whatever the homework we are getting, like sorrow or without sorrow, we have the knowledge at this time. And sometimes in the life of a human being, they get hurt because of something. They get sorrowful, and if some situation happens, it has a very deep impact. And in that, like a subtle weakness remains. Like sometimes people get disgruntled quickly, disappointed. They cannot take a decision faster. There is some or the other shortcoming. The reason is some kind of sorrow. We should go in depth a little bit and see that there is any kind of sorrow, that's trace of sorrow that's remaining. Today, Brahma Baba, he was insulted a lot, but his stage was always stable. His character, people pointed, they had so many things people said, but we are children of God, like Baba. Anything that comes up, any talk, we should not take any sorrow and sit with it. This is what Baba is saying. Sorrow, and of being without sorrow, you have the knowledge at this time. And while having this knowledge, you always stay in that stage. And this is why you are called emperors of the land without sorrow. You may be beggars, but while while being beggars, you are emperors of the land without sorrow. While being beggars, you are emperors of land without sorrow. Emperors or kings automatically have the power of ruling a kingdom. However, to run a kingdom. However, if that automatic power is not used in the right way, if they become trapped in wrong activities, they lose the power to rule and also their royal status. And they also lose their power to rule and also their royal status. And today, the kingdom that we had of the kings, you know that 300, there were 300 kings, and they had from the kingly families. We also have kings, and some palaces are there also, and some families that are called Raj Gharana. So when in the other countries, there is Muslims and others, they have seen that they have so wealthy, they are so wealthy, they have crores and crores, the gold and silver and diamonds. So they thought we should conquer Bharat, India. So first they made the kings their own, and they they started getting things with the intoxication. You also know from the British times, they had whiskey, the yeah, it is very expensive. So they started making them drink that. Parties and everything. They called them. Slowly, their power of decision, the ruling power started depleting because of that. So slowly, they snatched their kingdom slowly by slowly. And one time came such that entire kingdom was stolen away. So that Raja, the king, did not remain the king, neither did their power remain. This kind of history in many countries is prevalent. They had snatching the kingdom and losing the kingdom. First, they make us, they make a effort, a attempt to snatch their kingdom, and then they can, kabza means to take over on them. And this is a story, but we have a deity, a story that Baba is narrating to us. So in your mind, keep it that I must, neither do I want to lose my kingdom of ruling nor my kingdom. I have to, Baba has given me this ruling kingdom power in Varsa, in inheritance. I must conserve and preserve it.
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
रिवीजन 1969 से
Avyakt Murli revision.
धर्म गुना भाग्य और वरदान। अव्यक्त वाणी।
Avyakt Vani. Date is 19th September 1972. As is the sleep they are in, so is the kind of noise you make. If they are in a deep sleep, you have to shake them. But if they are light sleepers, they awaken with the slightest movement. At present, you haven't yet shaken anyone. Only a little movement has taken place. You see something. You see something. At the present, you haven't shaken anyone, and you use something else as an instrument to shake that person so that he awakens. Here in the drama also, when the images that were the form of a warning were shaken a little and a little movement was created, everyone awoke because they were in a light sleep. They definitely did awaken, but did they cry out as soon as they awoke? When someone is suddenly awakened, he becomes afraid and wonders what happened. Some awaken properly and some become conscious after having become a little afraid. However, it should not be like this. There shouldn't be the slightest trace of any kind of fear visible on your face. There shouldn't be the slightest change. Slightest change. Even in your sound, if there is a difference in your sound or on your face, then would you call this a pass? In fact, this is nothing. Many more difficult papers are still to come. When a paper is not to be given until after a long time, the students become careless in their study. Then when the examination days come closer, they pay attention. So as yet you have seen nothing. However, such papers are to come that you wouldn't even have thought or dreamt of. You should have such a practice that it will be as though you are seeing a limited drama as a detached observer. Then, whether a scene is of pain or laughter, you observe both parts as a detached observer. There won't be any difference in either scene because you will consider it to be a drama. So, you should have such a constant stage, whether the part is of being entertaining or of a serious and mature part of a loving soul. See that also as a detached observer. You should have the stage of being a detached observer. Your stage should not be that of being afraid or battling. Some are not afraid, but they are still engaged in battling. There must be definitely be some benefit. However, the stage of being a detached observer is completely separate. This is known as constant stage. To be continued. Acha, to be continued. Om Shanti.